himself, Captain Kai. I call him King Kai. Thank you so much, sir. What a brilliant competition this year. I know one particular Aussie who would have been loving that and loving all of the surfing action. He himself is getting in on his odyssey around South Africa is chef extraordinaire Hayden Quinn. Of course, last night we had the great pleasure of seeing his odyssey begin, and he also cooked us some awesome, very traditional bobotie. But he has a couple of partners that are helping him scour every corner of South Africa for those cultural gems, those brilliant experiences, and a big part of that journey is SafariNow, and we're now joined by Matt Swart, CEO of SafariNow. Shake my hand, sir. What a journey we kicked off last night. How did this relationship with the Hayden Quinn show come about? Why did you guys want to get on board?
Okay, thanks. Nice to be here, Graham. Well, to give some context, SafariNow is a website where you can book a place to stay, somewhere to escape to and relax. And I guess our message to South Africans is when stress is getting you down, you should stand up for your rights and book more weekends away.
Yeah, we agree with that on Expresso. We're going to champion that cause.
So when I first saw Hayden online doing his unrefined videos, it felt like a natural fit. Yeah. He's obviously a hardworking, dynamic guy. He's clearly having a ball. Yeah. And I really think his balance of work-play, it's got such an amazing balance. It's almost like a fusion. Yeah. And I would say he's SafariNow's ideal customer. And he's a great ambassador, and we're super stoked to be involved with the show.
I think it's heartbreaking that we had to find an Aussie to do this, but he does feel very South African. No, he's an absolute gem. We really have become good mates with him here on Expresso as well. And he has embraced this challenge. Like you say, he really has gone to the ultimate degree to make sure that he is experiencing South Africa like very few South Africans actually do. What has resonated with you thus far in his journey? You know, obviously he's hitting some amazing places, 13 weeks of journeys across our beautiful little slice of African heaven. What has resonated most with you?
Well, Hayden doesn't just take the traditional big names. He goes to some nice off-the-beaten-track places. And I think his show feels like a really authentic, fresh take on many of these places. What Hayden experiences is quite inspirational. Yeah. And our message is that as a working person, you deserve this, and you can experience your own version of what Hayden experienced quite accessibly.
Well, this is it. It's on our doorstep, and I think people don't put enough stock in how much you can get out of a new experience, something that rejuvenates the soul. Where are South Africans traveling in our own backyard? Where are we? Maybe we can bring a map up to have a look. There's our beautiful slice of Africa. Where are South Africans traveling at the moment?
Well, everyone's busy. Budgets are tight.
Yeah.
So weekends away with friends, road trips, that's pretty much where it's happening. This is a very interesting map. This is a map showing actual customer bookings on SafariNow.
Oh, cool.
And the size of the circles indicates the volume of bookings taking place, where the most relaxing is taking place. So you can see it's really spread out. Yeah. In internet jargon, we call this the long tail of internet bookings. It's not just the big cities, it's all over the place. It's Garden Route, it's in a really off-the-beaten-track places.
Derbs is pumping, as it would at this time of the year, undoubtedly. But nice to see people exploring their own backyard up north as well. We traditionally think of the coast as being our tourist hotspots, but clearly the wildlife and getting out there is what's attracting people.
Absolutely. Yeah, we started as a Cape Town business, but you can see there's a lot of action happening up country and all over the place, really.
Are South Africans traveling? Are we realizing what is out there for us?
Absolutely. Local travel has really arrived. South Africans just have so much more choice than they did 10 years ago. Previously it was B&Bs, hotels. We now have over 16,000 places online, and much of it is self-catering, do-it-yourself kind of weekends. South Africans really seem to like the authentic holiday, making your own bride, doing your own thing.
Yeah, and I think I certainly fit into that graphic. I have to ask lastly, you mentioned online bookings. How has that changed the game? The fact that we can, to a degree, explore our options with fantastic resources like SafariNow. How has that changed the game?
Well, I think just the emergence of the online landscape has allowed new players to come into the market like SafariNow. And now we're seeing a kind of a maturing of the market where the big players like Google and TripAdvisor, they're obviously global, and they're giving away a lot of value for free. And what's happening now is that they're partnering with local networks like SafariNow to enable their customers to actually make the bookings locally. So it's giving global access to a really local product. So these kind of partnerships are really great.
I'm very proud, man. Well, lastly, just quickly, how can we connect with you online?
We're taking to the Twitter sphere, so we'd like you to follow us at SafariNow SA. We'd like you to engage with us, tell us your local experiences, use the hashtag #TravelLocalSA, and we've got some great giveaways. So
awesome.
Follow the show at 9:30, we're online, and there was some great discussion last night during the show.
Oh, well, after the first adventure, I cannot wait for the next 12 weeks. Congratulations. Thank you so much for joining us. Sir, like all of our wonderful Expresso partners, so I know this was quite a mountain for you to climb as well. Matt, there is a little memento. But hopefully this is the first time of many that we'll have you on the show exploring what is my favorite slice of the world here in South Africa. There we go. A proud endorsement. I think Hayden would be very proud. But thank you so much for joining us. You can catch all of Hayden's adventures on SABC3 9:30 on a Monday evening. It really is an unmissable adventure, something that will inspire you as a South African to look at your own backyard in a whole new light.
How did Hayden book Cape Town? SafariNow.com.